In The Odd Life of Timothy Green, a childless couple bury a box in their backyard containing all of their wishes for an infant. Soon, a child is born, but Timothy Green is not all that he appears.
We have explored every medical option. You couldn't have tried harder.
Tonight, let's have a kid.
You heard what the doctor said. Give it up.
Our kid would never give up.
Picasso with the pencil. Honest to a fault.
Yes.
Yes. Now what? We're moving on.
Honey! There's something you need to see.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Timothy.
When I first saw the trailer for The Odd Life of Timothy Green, my initial reaction was to joke that it could be a horror movie. You've got the storm, you've got the kid that grows out of the ground, he's in your house. It's kind of weird and it's kind of creepy. So I wasn't really looking forward to this movie because I thought, you know, I'm going to have too many jokes to make about it. I'm not going to take it seriously at all. And it turns out that yeah, that's pretty much true. And this movie is not made for me. Let's be clear on that. I think it's really made for kids and their moms, not their dads, their moms. But even though I know that I'm not the target audience and I know who the target audience is, and usually I'm able to put myself in their shoes and judge the movie, I gotta tell you, this is one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen for lots and lots of reasons. Now, I'm obviously going to get more into the plot, the directing, the acting, all that stuff, but right off the bat, I will just tell you, overall, it's a well-made movie. Fine acting, bad script, I think, is the problem. And when I say it's a well-made movie, it's a very simply made movie. There's no risks or anything with it. It's very, color by numbers, I guess you could say. But the script, I think, might be where the weirdness comes from. I don't know for sure, but let's get into it. So first off, the plot of this movie, as you know, they can't have a child, Jennifer Garner and Joel Edgerton, they can't have a child, so they decide to bury a box of wishes for a child in the backyard. Satan hears their prayers, he grants them his only son. His only son comes into the world, grows from the dirt, and inhabits their family. All of that's true minus the Satan part. The kid grows from the dirt, and they are like, oh, okay, come on in. And right off the bat, I was like, all right, I know that this is supposed to be like a, oh, how cute little movie, but that's, it was weird. That's weird right off the bat. Nobody was bothered by it. Nobody questioned it. Nobody asked where this kid came from. And, they were like, oh, we ended up getting him at the last minute, haha, but, that's weird. Now, at this point, if you're watching and thinking, okay, this Eric guy, he's taking this movie too seriously. He's looking too far into it. It's supposed to be just a silly little movie for moms and kids to see and be like, oh, that's adorable. Yes, I'm aware of that, and I can look that stuff aside. I'm just joking around about that. But the stuff that I can't ignore is what exactly is the moral of this movie. It has multiple sort of messages that don't check out, that don't add up. First of all, there's sort of a vague go green message, which doesn't pan out because they're trying to shut down this factory, and at one point they're like, oh yeah, by not making these pencils, we can save trees. But it's like, that's not why they're shutting down the factory. They're shutting down the factory because they don't have enough money to keep it running. Otherwise, F the trees, they don't give a damn about the trees. So that's kind of weird. And then there's a message of like, be yourself, but then they don't want him to be himself because they make him hide his leaves, and I don't know, that's a little weird too. And the worst one in my opinion is that there was almost this message of that they believed in their son and that he could do anything, this and that. But no, they didn't believe in their son, and he couldn't do anything. He could do all the stuff that they predetermined he could do because he is born out of their wishes put in a box. So there's a part where, he's like playing a soccer game and they're like, go son, go, we know you're gonna win the goal. And they literally do know that he's gonna score a goal because they put it in their notes. So it's not like that they believe in him, it's that they believe in fate and the fact that they wrote this to happen. So that is the weirdest one. The movie is just weird. Moving on to the directing, like I said, the movie was put together fine. No problems with it specifically in that department. It just wasn't anything special or memorable. It was just fine. It was okay. Same with the acting. The acting I thought was fine, if not good. Had no problems with the acting. I'm not a big fan of Jennifer Garner, but I do like Joel Edgerton, so they canceled each other out. And they were both fine, but going into it, I was like, Jennifer Garner. But yeah, I thought everybody was fine. And I will say that the kid, I often have problems with these kids hamming it up too much, and even though this kid had some hammy moments that I thought were like, it's a kid, I thought he did a really good job. He did not bother me at all. I thought that he was just fine. And overall, this movie was just weird. I already explained why. If you disagree with me, once again, that's fine, but I could not help but sit through this movie and thinking like, where is this going? Like, what is the point of this and that? And I feel like it must have been the script that was the problem, because I think everything else was fine. But let me know what you think of that. Now, though, I'm going to talk about some spoilers. Yes, spoilers for The Odd Life of Timothy Green. So if you have not seen The Odd Life of Timothy Green, do not watch the rest of this. If you don't really care, I don't care either, so continue to watch if you want. So what I want to talk about is the end of this movie, starting with when they're in, like, the town hall, and they have the kid go up on stage and, like, show off his leaves and stuff, and once again, that goes along with the whole we don't trust you, prove it sort of thing, that these weird morals of the movie or messages of the movie, like, what exactly was that about? The woman got up on stage and she was kind of like, you know, on the kid's side for a second, and then all of a sudden she's just like, bullshit, show me the leaves! And it's just another weird thing that I'm like, what exactly is the message here? It just didn't make sense. Then the kid's gotta go because he's a plant man, and he has to die, not die, I guess he didn't die, but when the leaves fade away as the fall approaches, so does the plant man. And so he's out of the picture, he's gone, too bad, bye. And you think, oh, maybe it'll have a happy ending, maybe they'll get a kid, and they do get a kid, but it's not a happy ending because their dream child was a little white boy, and they get an Asian kid. There's no other Asian kids in the town, so if you thought the leaves were something the kids would make fun of about, being the only Asian kid in town, the kids might make fun of this Asian kid. Obviously, I'm just joking around, don't get your pants in a twist. But overall, I thought The Odd Life of Timothy Green was weird. It was odd. It was The Odd Life of Timothy Green. I get it now, that's what the title means. But let me know in the comments what you thought of this movie. Did you think that it was cute? Are you a mom or are you a child, I guess? Did you think that it was lame? Did you think it was just weird? I didn't think it was bad, I just thought it was weird. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you thought about it. I'm really curious to see if I can kind of make sense of it in my head, because it was definitely just bizarre. So yeah, let me know anything you want about The Odd Life of Timothy Green. And that's pretty much it.
That little guy of yours, he's something special.
He's our something unexpected, our little miracle.